students who do anonymous random acts of kindness for the staff and students at Pitt River Middle School for the past 6 months.
The idea for the Breakfast Club came when I went to a workshop on social responsibility with Dr. Kimberly Schonert-Reichel.
I had just come from a presentation where the Dalai Lama was here in Vancouver, and a group of scientists shared with us the latest research findings and how you can be happy. And they talked about the benefits of altruism for creating happiness or promoting happiness. And that was the research I shared with the group. To be happy, you actually help others.
When I left the conference, I felt like I wasn't doing enough to teach my students about social responsibility. Do they even know what it is? I went back to the classroom, we talked about what social responsibility is, how we as a class could make a difference, make the world a happier place.
Usually when you learn about social responsibility and interacting with people at school, you never really do anything, but we did.
This school in Coquitlam, it was a middle school, had encountered numerous problems. It was in a lower economic area, as well as had been characterized as a school in which there was a lot of bullying occurring, a lot of aggression. So they were encountering on a daily basis adversity in their life, both in their neighborhoods as well as in the school community. But I also want to mention something about this early adolescence period. What we know from early adolescence, it's a stressful transitional time. It's a stress pile-up. Many changes occur. And in fact, some say that there are more changes that occur in such a short time span than any other time in the life cycle, except for maybe the first year of life. And so there's a lot of other factors that stress these kids.
The class came up with the idea of doing random acts of kindness for the staff at the school.
The students got to work, complimenting teachers, holding doors, and the teachers were quick to express their gratitude.
The kids said, you know what? We didn't want to do this to get thanked, so maybe we should make an anonymous club and call ourselves a breakfast club and secretly do stuff.
First came anonymous thank you notes for all of the staff, not just the teachers. Then the Breakfast Club wanted to give teachers something they all loved, coffee. They approached the local Starbucks to ask for a donation, and they were surprised and delighted when Starbucks said yes.
This was amazing. The teachers were happy, they got coffee. The Breakfast Club was happy. They were able to achieve this. Then right away they were like, what should we do next?
As Christmas approached, the Breakfast Club wanted to give gift bags to the staff, 52 bags in all. Local merchants were so generous with their donations that the students went one step further. They gave a gift to every student in the school, 500 in all.
I felt as though I contributed a whole lot to the school, so when I saw their smiles on their faces, I felt good of what I did.
Suddenly, the local newspaper got a hold of this story and articles started appearing. The community was aware of this. More donations started coming in. Somebody donated a Christmas tree for the Breakfast Club to decorate for the staff, which was amazing. Suddenly, parents were reading about this. People were contacting the school wondering what was going on. What is the Breakfast Club? People were curious to find out who it was. So it was amazing how the story suddenly went from one classroom to the entire community.
What really illustrates is the dynamic nature of resiliency. Resilience is not static. It's not within the child, or it's not something in the environment that just sprinkles on nutrients to them, but it's really about the dynamic interplay. And I always think about 8th graders and think about typically, 13, 14-year-olds. How do we portray them in the media? How do we typically describe them? Self-centered, egocentric, troublemakers, and think about how this one instance changed the whole perception of a community, really about how they perceived what our 8th graders like. Now, instead of 8th graders being the kids who we can't let in our store because they're going to for sure steal something, they're now, oh, those are kids that might be part of the Breakfast Club. Those kids who've been doing all that nice, wonderful giving things for others.
Then the Breakfast Club decided that all of the students in the school should have a chance to share the experience of giving. Each class was assigned another class for whom they would perform random acts of kindness.
It was amazing to see other kids talk about it and be so secretive and, what they were able to accomplish. So at one point we had the entire school doing random acts of kindness for the entire school.
This whole idea of what happened with this giving and caring It really focused on one key dimension of resiliency, which is about relationships. Relationships is the core. They had better relationships with the teachers in the school, with the secretaries, with the custodian, but they also had better relationships amongst each other. But then I also asked them, what about your relationship with your parents? What happened there? And one girl, I remember her telling me, she goes, you know, I'm just happier, I feel better, I go home, I don't fight with my parents as much as I did before.
The Breakfast Club was making a big difference in their school. Still, their identity was unknown.
And I think their own sense of purpose and sense of agency gave them the wherewithal to go ahead and then put the challenge before the school. We will raise, if we raise 1,300 items for the food bank, the Breakfast Club will reveal itself.
We realize how small